Okay, this is September 10th, 2014. Just 1 month later, 1 month since the execution of Michael Brown here in St. Louis, Missouri, that the city council has decided to have a meeting last night. The question continues to arise from the leadership, Al Sharpton and others, why hasn't Darren Wilson been arrested? The reason Darren Wilson has not been arrested is because Al Sharpton's attorneys, the National Action Network, the Michael Brown family attorneys, has not filed any motions, legal documentations, nor injunctions in the courts to compel the courts, to compel the judge to remove the current prosecuting attorney and to replace him with a special prosecuting attorney. I am just so completely outraged. I mean, Al Sharpton might as well be shaking the hand of Darren Wilson and saying, job well done. Because if you're going to sit back, shut up, and not speak about this injustice and not compel the attorneys to present this documentation, this evidence to the judge so that we can have true justice, then you might as well just be shaking the hand of Darren Wilson and saying, job well done for killing another nigga. Because that's essentially what you're doing. I don't even know why you're coming back to St. Louis. You serve no purpose, no real purpose here for the people. You need to leave. We don't want you here, Al Sharpton. You don't deserve to be here. You have not earned a right to be here. You're just here for political gain. You're here to receive more monetary compensation. You're just in it for the money and for the big payout, the settlement. Just leave. Why is it over a month later, Al Sharpton is holding these meetings and press conferences saying that why hasn't Darren Wilson been arrested? For one, because he's not asking that question. He knows the answer to that question. He's not trying to compel the judge. He's not trying to have his attorneys address these concerns. Why? Why is it that Al Sharpton and other leaders, attorneys, have not filed these necessary documents in the court? Because they don't care. Everybody is in for the big payout. Everybody's looking for the settlement money that's going to come from this, from the Mike Brown case. Okay? That's why this is so important. No one's even mentioning Kajieme Powell, the young brother that had the mental instability, that was murdered, that was executed by several officers a few weeks ago. Just about a week after that situation transpired. Nothing is being done about it here. Why is it that we're still talking about this and not filing legal documents to compel the courts? The times of the 40s and 50s and 60s is over. The courts are not hearing why is this officer not arrested. They're not trying to hear why isn't the name of this officer being released. They're trying to hear we have a motion before us. We need to address these concerns. We need to establish probable cause. The grand jury, why is it that the prosecuting attorney is talking to the grand jury, overwhelming the grand jury with matters of this case? Sharing with the grand juries the witness testimonies. They're sharing the witness testimonies to the grand jury. They're showing all documentation surrounding this case, when in fact the only thing that they were supposed to be doing in the first place is establishing probable cause. Do we have the right person, meaning Officer Darren Wilson? Do we have charges that were brought against him or that could be brought against him? And what are those charges? Wrongful death, murder. Do we have the first name, the last name? This is probable cause. That's all they were supposed to be doing. But you got the prosecuting attorney, McCulloch, in there talking to the grand jury, convincing them and compelling them and overwhelming them with all this information surrounding the case of Mike Brown. That's not what probable cause is, and that's not what's supposed to be happening. But no one's talking about this. No one's filing any legal documentation, and this is upsetting. It's upsetting to me. It's upsetting to our supporters. It's upsetting to the citizens of Ferguson, Missouri, and the state of Missouri as well. In order for something to happen, legal documentation must be filed, A, by Al Sharpton's network, National Action Network. His attorneys have to file these documentations. Or we need an outside attorney that's willing to come in and file these documents on our behalf. B, the family of Michael Brown, his attorneys, Crump and whoever else is representing that family, need to file these documents. No one has brought this up. No one has brought this up. But the question still remains a month later, over a month later, why isn't Darren Wilson locked up? Well, this is why he's not locked up. It's time out for emotional sensationalism. It's time out for putting blindfolds on the citizens here in St. Louis. It's time out for these type of games, this roller coaster ride. It's time out for playing these games with these people. We need answers. We don't need protesting that's going to lead nowhere. We need substance behind the protest, and we can protest every single day. But nothing effective will become of it if we are not filing these legal documentations that should be filed. Why is it that the ACLU is coming and is filing these documentations? Why isn't any other attorneys filing these documentations? It's absurd. It's disheartening. It's wrong. No justice, no peace.